Hey kids, it's time for another episode of KittyKatGaming with your host, Mortimer!
KitKatG! KitKatG! Yay!
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of KittyKatGaming. We are back on a date with Robert in Dream Daddy. And he says, I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy.
Hey.
Ahoy there, skipper. Oh no, it's Mary. Robert and Mary are here. Uh-oh. I brought Mary along, figured we needed a drinking buddy. Oh man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? It's either beer, something tropical, or whiskey straight up. Let's do whiskey straight up. A dad after my own heart, huh? Ooh, we got eggplant emojis and hearts. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going.
Hey.
Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like an old pro at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What?
Huh.
The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, all right. Oh my gosh. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed? Irish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. Oh my god. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Morty. Try harder. Oh my god, ouch. Am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. Yeah, really. We walk into the Irish I were drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the walls. Next round, what are you having? Whiskey hasn't failed me. Beer might be good, or do they make fruity Irish cocktails? Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Yes, more eggplants. Let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey and we post up in the garish green booth. Mary slides in and slides up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we?
Hey.
Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey. Morty, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. Oh my god, look at him smiling! I take a seat across the booth from them both and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot this little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with a baggie and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad and blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and everything was gonna be fine. They both erupted in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them the time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce? I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Wanna blaze? What? Oh no. So just say no, kids, by the way. What? No, I am a law-abiding citizen, or are you with the feds? You with the feds. I worked hard for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want it run. What? Remember, you came at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Oh, we did the right answer. Robert giggles helplessly. I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He may not be useful to your brand of humor. Fine, fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. You say, isn't Joseph wandering around here? Lots of eligible bachelors around here, huh? Or could you get the next round? We don't want to attack her, because then we'll ruin the whole night. Just, could you get the next round? You trying to ditch me, pal? I know. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Morty wants alone time with her new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. No, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a young-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she's kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? Well, what about them? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gestured to her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at a young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell it to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Oh man, you know, I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry, I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you? You know it, there's so much wild in me, or I have a child I need to care for. You know it. Oh, we got the right answer. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp, what am I getting myself into? I think you can go shot for shot. There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So what do we even talk about? He's cool and probably hates small talk. So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or they're afraid of what other person is going to think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. That's true. Oh, all right. Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary giving the hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending he's got a phone call from one of his friends. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watching the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know? It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had, gone. No? Great, me neither. Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Oh my god, I was getting so drunk. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and I assume crawled out of the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. Oh, gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey inside voice. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary is gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday. Oh my god. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that side of it is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this in the first time I've ever been drunk. I feel like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. Uh-oh. I follow Robert through street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a run-down strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store. Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. Take a sip. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing? I just wasn't expecting. It is delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. Oh my god, we should have got the fruity drink! I start to say something and think of his lecture valuing silence earlier and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The dinging echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I got a problem with authority. I'm sorry, or this one's for you, Papa. I got a problem with authority. I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the top of the sign right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack. Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. Oh my god. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the crack window that I am no longer culpable of this heinous crime, I stop and catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from our to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving. Wow, I've never seen this background at all before in the game. Let's get pizza. I can't argue with that. What's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. I just need it to be edible with my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Peter's Piece of Pizza. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, Morty, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Of course. Yes. By the way, in real life, I actually do like pineapple on pizza, so come at me, scrublords. We wait for a minute for our pizzas to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear noises coming from a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in ya? You betcha. I'm so tired, but I love my daughter. I should go home to make sure she's all right. We are super drunk at this point. It's like way late. There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh hey, it's one of the annoying kids from the school. Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Ernest, hey Ernest, I know you, it's me, your neighbor, hi. Ernest turns his back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kiss anyone yet? It turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to that tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who for some reason he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He's